So here it is, 24 hours and 3.5 celebrate their 9-year anniversary, and it turns into a big blow up and Mama D show up. Child, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beef for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be, honey. And we're over here playing with the love and hip-hop people, girl. We ain't got nothing else to do. Did went watch the show, and it was a cute little key or whatever the case may be. I just don't like that they trying to push this 24 hours and Selma Slim story on us. First and foremost, I told y'all from the beginning, 24 hours and his wife don't even look real. They don't even look married for real. But even if they are married for real, as we can see, 3.5 is only here for a come up. She ain't worried about no doggone 24 hours. Now, they get to their 9-year anniversary and they finally think they out the country, which they not. They go to Puerto Rico and it comes out that Selma been giving out that little cooch to everybody around the corner, and now he want to have a blow up at the end. Mama D pulls up. I don't know where she come from. She coming in there to spill all the tea and start all the mess because she the one jump started this stuff with 24 hours and his old lady. Then on top of that, you got Scrappy, flying Jock, Erica Banks, and all these other people, Mama D included. They done got these people down here to perform at this concert that little Scrappy called the concert. But when the camera panned out to the crowd, it wasn't nothing but a small dinner party. Talking about he making a bag. Scrap, go lay down. Matter of fact, you get up. When you lay down, you make churn. But anyway, we got all of that going on. We got things going left and right with everybody else, and my nerves is bad, and I'm ready for them to come back from, where they at, Puerto Rico. Get on back out of here. Lil Zane over there beefing with doggone Carly Red. She almost tore off one of her faces, girl. It was emergencies after emergencies. My nerves got bad, and we here to talk about it. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you are a returning Dollar Dawn, welcome back. But if you are a new Dollar Dawn, welcome to the dollhouse. Now, I need y'all to do me a favor. Grab your things. Grab your liquor, your earbud, your za. And let's get right on into the episode. So the episode opens up where we left off. Carly Red adjusted her fifth face to ask, what's that boy? Collateral, where is Yandy Luther the King? Because word on the curb is that she out there with somebody else, old man, or something like that. So Collateral turned around and adjusted his bucket hat and said, who's she talking to? And they say, I think she talking to you. And he said, she can't be talking to me. I said, Collateral, I think she talking to you. You got the eggplant color shirt on, right? He said, eggplant. I said, whatever. Is it you, nigga? He said, yeah. I said, well, that's who she talking to. He said, she can't be talking to me. I said, nigga, she talking to you. What is you saying? Even Chris Naive looking at the other end of the table like, nigga, she talking to you. Nigga, I mean, ain't but one Collateral at the table. I mean, I do a lot of things with the women, but I don't put them up for no collateral. I don't even know nobody who got collateral. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't me. So they must be talking to you. Now, Collateral hopped in the confessional to tell us that he done put people up for collateral for way less than this. And at the end of the day, Carly Red is overstepping her boundaries by asking him where Yandy Luther the King is. He don't know where Yandy San Diego at. He said as long as she paid a mortgage and he put the key in the door and it worked, that's all that matters. He said, but as it pertains to Carly Red, this is her first strike, and she got 2 more. He said 2 more strikes, and her ass going up for collateral. I said, Collateral, please, Lord, she trying to get a divorce. Please don't do it right now. Lord, Collateral, stall her out, bruh. Let's move on. So now they walk outside, and Chris Naive is telling everybody, yeah, I got this big old concert, man. Y'all got to pull up, pull over, and pop out. They say they got all kind of people going to be there, security. They say the Secret Service going to be on the roof, so y'all might have to pass a few background checks, because you know I'm big stuff out here in Puerto Rico. But other than that, man, it's supposed to be lit, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up and pull over and pop out. Well, immediately the phone rang, and guess who it is? Mama D. It's Mama D said she found out she didn't need a passport to come to Puerto Rico. So what did she do? Pack up her Nova, drive on up to the Atlanta airport, hopped on the next Spirit flight going out to Puerto Rico. And she was there. And it really is that simple, you guys. It's a beautiful place. Go check it out. But that's really what happened with Mama D. And as we can see, Skrizz Not E is not happy. Let's move on. So now Skrizz new old lady done pulled up to Puerto Rico. She almost didn't make it. Her probation officer almost didn't let her out. But they found out it was within the states and said she could make it. So she done pulled up on Scrappy. She said she almost didn't because she heard about what Selma had said. So they went and took a walk and she said, you know, Scrap, I just met you, but I love you. And I don't appreciate Selma Slim telling us in front of everybody that you be over there bumping with your third baby mama. She said, now, it's one thing for me to know it on the low, but it's another thing for her to say it in front of company and on Love and Hip Hop. She out of pocket. You want us to play like we together or no? And he said, yeah, I'm trying to change. She said, well, you better fix it then. So now this startled Scrappy. So he hopped in the confessional to tell us that first and foremost, he's so happy that he found him dummy number 4. She done forgave him for dropping off Zick to baby mama number 3. And he told her she is number 1 in his book and she don't have nothing to worry about. He said, but at the end of the day, 3.5 wrong for putting his tea out like that. So Scrap tells the girl she don't have to worry about nothing. All he want is her. He said he don't want nobody else. Full time. All he want full time is her. Okay? So then he drops the dime on her that Mama D gonna pull up. And she says she excited for Mama D to come. But we all know when Mama D come, the mess follows. Let's move on. Now look at 3.5 in 24 hours sitting on that hammock enough to break the doggone tree branches. All you hear in the wind is birds chirping, clouds moving, in 24 hours hollering, 9 years, 9 years. Man, if you don't clear your throat and shut your ugly, boy. Anyway, so on the other side, here we go with somebody who get on my nerves again. Here you go again. Girl, Ashley is over there still in her feelings about Spice saying she was gonna whoop her and her husband ass. Listen, this is the perk. When somebody tell you something like that and your husband sitting next to you, they probably could do it. So just take your lick, girl. It ain't that deep, okay? But Ashley believes that Spice is just somebody that's not held accountable and that Spice is wrong for this and my man. Ashley, you are slower than I thought you was. And I didn't even think that was possible. At this point, you so slow, you walking backwards. Get off of here, girl. So Erica Banks jumps in and was like, well, you know, I watched what happened last night. And at the end of the day, I didn't think you necessarily had an attitude. Shut up, Erica Banks. Ain't you about to get married to your wife that you just met 3 days ago? What do you want? Speaking of, she got a bachelorette party, girl. She gonna have some of the girls. You know, they get married. They plan the wedding Monday, married by Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Bachelorette Tuesday night. Now, Carly is sitting down with Spice in 9 years, and they sitting up there talking about what happened the night before, and Carly basically feels like Ashley was just pushing it, and she was. Like, girl, Ashley, don't nobody have to be her friend. And Carly basically feels like Ashley was just finding some way to pick on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And she needed to leave Spice alone. Now, Spice did admit, when they said, Spice, you did tell that girl you was going to beat her and her old man up. Spice said she wasn't going to do it for real if she didn't have to. She said, but if she needed to, she definitely could beat both of them up. And you know what? I want to put a side bet that Spice could beat both of them up at the same time. Because look, Zane ain't but 5'1". Come on now, man, move around. Anyway, on the flip side, look at him. 9 years, 9 years, 9 years. That's all he care about. 9 years. Boy, I'll pop you in the back of your head 9 times for 9 years. Get him off of here. So Spice and Carly want to know, were they married 9 years or was they together 9 years total? And it turns out that they were together 15 years and married for 9. Po lil tink tink. Now, Carly thought she was slick, talking about, I don't want to be the only one getting divorced. Oh, did I say that? I meant to say I want to be the only one getting divorced. Y'all better watch Carly Red, girl. Let's move on. So now Ashley and Zane jumps in about the whole comment of Spice saying she was going to whoop both of them. And Zane doesn't understand why that is. But what Zane doesn't understand is he was wrong for jumping in a situation between his wife and another woman. It's one thing if she getting jumped. As a man, he should have left that alone. That's not what men do. Men don't get into it every time they wife get into it with another woman. And that's the part that he's missing, okay? And even Erica Banks had to tell Ashley, she was like, well, you know, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't feel like you had an attitude per se, but I can understand why Spice said she'll beat both of y'all up, because at the end of the day, she felt like she was getting jumped. And yeah, Zane is a man, but he little, so it don't really count. It's almost like trying to get jumped by two girls. So I'm not gonna lie, I would have told you I'd have beat both of y'all up too. So now Zane is trying to find a way to tell 24 Hours his old lady be hopping on his homeboy pogo stick. So he asked the people at the table, he said, hey, if y'all knew somebody who was on the trip and they the only married couple here outside of me and my wife, and they celebrating a 9-year anniversary, and you heard that the wife was cheating with my homeboy who only I would know through Zay and Sierra, if y'all had that type of information and that was your homeboy 24 Hours, would you tell him? Now, originally, Erica Banks was like, well, if it was my real friend or my homegirl, of course I want to know. But if it's just some random, I wouldn't want to know. Now, Collateral said, well, you know, first and foremost, Yandy don't play with me like that. She knows my collateral game is strong. He was like, secondly, if somebody knew that Yandy was out in the streets with another dude, I want to know, because I want to put Yandy up for collateral and I want to put up the messenger. Why? Because why would you come tell me some stuff like that? And if you don't tell me, you going up for collateral still. Why? Because you should have came and told me some stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? It's Harlem world. Harlem B. So now this done confused Zane again. Zane don't know what to do. Hell, he got information on Yandy and scared to say something, and scared if he don't say something, either way he going up for collateral. Now he can't even focus on the 24-hour situation, but again, he does feel like collateral is a hypocrite, but he ain't gonna say it. Let's move on. So now the crew is on the bus headed to the concert, or at least we think it's a concert because that's what Scrappy called it. But when I seen what I seen, it looked like a dinner party, I told y'all. Either way, they on their way. We find out Jock on the way. And Carly wants to know, how does Brittany keep Scrappy? She said she done slept with Scrappy a few times back in the day and he never came back. She said, did you get my DVDs and learn the gawk, gawk, twist, twist, and shout hand trick 3000? How did you get him, girl? What did you do? So the girl Brittany said, girl, no, I haven't seen your DVD. I heard a lot of good things about it. I probably will pick it up when I get home. But no, I didn't use the Gawk Gawk 3000. I just basically heard that the way to a man's heart is letting him put his hand up your butt. So I heard that if you let him put 2 fingers up, that means he loves you. But if you let him put 4 up, that means he loves you for life. So you see these fingers? I let him do 5. And that's how I keep him. That's how I keep him coming back. And look at 24 hours. 9 years. Shit, I started out 9 years ago putting 2 fingers up Selma. Then after I turned her into a 3.5, now I put 2 fists. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what happened when you could be married to somebody for 9 years. Y'all wouldn't understand that. So now Scrappy tells everybody that Jock is coming, Mama D is coming. He's excited for this concert. It's supposed to be lit. He said they got security. They got Air Force Ones, the president flying over. Everybody gonna be there. They said they gonna do Super Bowl numbers. It's gonna be lit. So now on the other bus, Mendices just randomly hops out like he got Tourette's or something that basically bring all the smoke. He says that everybody got everything to say about him and Yandy. He said he came prepared just because he knew people was going to play on his top. He got the collateral dude on speed dial. He traveled with him everywhere he go. He said that he wants somebody to try him. And if anybody got smoke, pull up because he want all of the smoke. So then Zane was like, say, bro, I don't want no smoke, bro. I actually enjoyed your last album. I know you don't have one, but it's still, the point is, I love you, bro. I don't want no smoke. We good, right? So Collateral was like, yeah, bro, we good for right now. We good. So they dapped it up or whatever the case may be. And then Ashley started getting nervous because she was like, oh my God, he never asked if I was good. So Ashley leaned over the seat and was like, Mendices, am I okay? Are you going to put me up for collateral too? And he was like, no, I'm not going to put you up for collateral now. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. Because I do think everybody is against you and I'm on your side. So they in the back dapping it up, trying to make sure they don't make the list. You see what I'm saying? Let's move on. So now we get to the concert, aka backyard party, because that's what it looked like. It looked like some clear people rented out a house and found Chris Nye on Groupon and asked him to come pull up and do a little 1-2 for the 5-year-old birthday party. But I ain't hating. Scrap was there. It wasn't a whole bunch of people there. In somebody's backyard on the beach or something, Airbnb or something. And then here come Mama D. Mama D done pulled up, and you know she coming with all of the mess. And we all love to see Mama D. Mama D is great TV. She throw it off, something wrong with her, but still, it is Mama D. So when Mama D pull up, like I said, Scrappy is not the most excited, not because he don't love his mama, but because he know how his mama is. She does the most, and he said he likes to try to do things without her sometimes, but Mama D finds a way to make it there. And then she said when she heard Jock was coming to sing, she damn sure had to come out here. So you know Mama was coming. And Jock done pulled up, and when he pulled up, he over there doing salsa dancing with Carly Redface #5. Jock, if you don't let her hand go, I do not want to hear next episode Kendra crying, talking about she gonna leave you for the millionth time, and she want a divorce, and you crying. I don't want to hear that. Leave her hand be, bruh. So now Carly goes over and sit with Ashley and Zane, and her and Collateral are sharing the same sentiments, and the sentiments are the same. That basically men need to stay out of women's business. And that's just the bottom line. Zane doesn't see it like that because he's a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, men need to stay out of women's business. And Collateral obviously agrees because Collateral said he from Harlem. And where they from, they don't fight they women. They just put them up for collateral. So there's that. He said, but ultimately, when we talking about the natural order of things, yeah, Zane, bro, you probably should fall back when your wife getting into it with somebody. I let Yandy get beat up all the time. It ain't nothing. So now Zane feels like he had a right to say something because he was protecting his name, and his name is all he has. But I'm like Carly Red. These are women, bro. Like, it's your wife against another woman. Let her handle it. It does not need a call for you to step in, especially when your wife right there. But you know how it go. So then Ashley tries to buck up and was like, if any woman says anything about beating up me and my nigga, then I'm going to say something. But you did it. Spice basically looked over there and booked y'all in the Conway and told y'all she'll beat both of y'all up. Why is you over here puffing your chest up now? And Zane, you go sit down. My bad, you already sitting down. You're so little. But Zane, stop it. Stop it, because all y'all was sitting up there quiet as a mouse when that girl said she'll get up and beat both of y'all up. But Zane feels like that's his wife, and he's supposed to help up for his wife regardless. Again, he's missing the point here. Now, when Zane said that he was going to help up for his wife, Collateral jumps in and was like, in Zane's defense, I understand him feeling some type of way. He said because Spice did say she was going to whoop Ashley and his ass. But Carly had to remind him that that was at the end, and that was after Zane had jumped in and started talking all his crap. So Carly says things could have got worse with Spice, and Spice actually did better than she thought. And then here comes Erica Banks saying that she ain't gonna lie. She did feel like Ashley was being a bit messy by even bringing to her all together, and it came off a bit aggressive. Well, Erica, why you didn't say that the first time, smush back head? And there go Ashley. Everyone, they all just want to make Spice out to be a victim, and she's not a victim, and I love Zane, and I know I was his fan, but I married him, and I just feel like this is a trip for Mean Girls, and I'm ready to go home. So Carly's whole thing to Ashley is, girl, you got to read the room. Spice don't like you and you don't like her. Why are you trying to be in her space? Like, just be cordial. And this girl was like, I am reading the room, and Spice is just a mean girl. I'm just like, I hate Ashley and Zane on this show. I hate every single thing about Ashley and Zane. They just here to be agitators at this point. Girl, poor Carly almost tore her fifth face off. You know how much she paid for that? Girl, poor Carly trying to save face, literally and figuratively, but trying to save face for her new back friend, because you know they just became back friends again, or whatever the case may be. She's trying to save face, but it's hard when Ashley just put on her new face, you know? And here go Ashley bucking. You know, again, why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? Like, for real, why is she here? I have a real question to the network. I might start a GoFundMe. Not a GoFundMe. I might start a change.org petition to get her and Zane up off the show. So now Ashley, seeing that the thing is not going in her favor, she decided to throw out some sort of misinformation by telling us that Carly Red wanted to have a threesome with her and Lil Zane. And I said, what? Carly, get her on here. Carly, you was trying to Zane and his wife too, bitch. Now they said you had gave him the room key, and I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I forgot that little twat be hot. Girl, did you try to give that little girl some? Carly said that's not true. She said they was having a casual conversation and they were talking about SCX and they brought up threesome, but she never asked that girl to have a threesome with her and Lil Zane. Now I'm squinting my eyes at you, Carly. And while this going on, my homegirl Rennie done pulled up. Y'all know I rocks with Rennie. Rennie done pulled up to the show. I hope she not performing. Love her down to the ground, but don't want to hear her saying nothing. Said what I said. But Rennie done pulled up. They must have free tickets on Spirit or something. And things are really heating up with Ashley and doggone Carly, because Ashley is jumping up under Carly's skin by telling her that she remember when she had her third face. Now, I don't know why she would bring up the third face. That's the most crucial face Carly done had, because when she brought that up, it sent Carly overboard. Carly lost her mind. You trying to talk about my third face? Especially after I almost spared your husband? Spike should have beat you and your husband up. I bought 2 more faces after that face. How could you do this to me? And I never asked to do a threesome with you and that little nigga. I asked y'all if y'all did them because you can't satisfy your man. I can't believe you saying that. And I'm sitting over here saying, oh my God, I hope they have a plastic surgeon on speed dial. Now, Ashley tries to double down and tell Carly, oh, you did not ask us, did we have threesomes? See, you not using it in the right context. She was talking in general. She didn't ask you and your husband to get in the bed, Ashley. Plus, nobody wants to get in the bed with you and your husband. Hell, you don't want to get in the bed with your husband. Girl, please. But Carly thinks that Ashley is slow, and I concur. But at the end of the day, Carly, you got to stop talking to people about their SEX life. Especially people with their husbands. Especially when it's the husbands you done gave your hotel room keys to and things of that nature. Carly, people don't want to talk about that with you, girl. And Ashley, you get on my nerves. I don't even know why they put y'all on the show, but whoever added y'all to the show, I want to sue you and them. As a matter of fact, I want to sue the show. Girl, bye. Just get off of here. So now the argument is getting louder and louder. Zane and Ashley are going back and forth with Carly. Carly feels like they slow and they lying on her by telling everybody that she wanted a threesome with them, but that wasn't the case. And she also feels like Ashley and Zane are also slow because Spice don't have to like them. And at the end of the day, most people don't like them. And that's the God's honest truth, okay? And it's bad. But either way, here go Ashley puffing up her chest, standing up, woo, woo, woo. I wanted to know where that energy was when Spice was across the table and said she was gonna whoop you and your husband ass. That's when you should have been getting up, bucking up in your chest and things of that nature. Ashley just annoys me. Now, Rennie done pulled up on Jock, and before she can even say hello, Jock said, man, go over there. Them niggas over there about to get the fighting. Go grab one of them niggas, please. So now Rennie can't even grab her something to drink. She got to gather her keys in her purse and go over there and try to stop this fight with Carly Red and Ashley and Zane and things of that nature. And look at Carly. You know it don't take much to send her up through there. Girl, you would think Carly was about to really fight. Oh, see, you lucky this the new me, the old me. You lucky I got this new face. Because if I had my old face, if I had face number 4, I would have went toe-to-toe with you. Carly, please. And Ashley and Zane, y'all please too. Again, change.org. I'm about to start the petition. Why is they here? So they get the arguing back and forth about the whole threesome thing. And Carly was saying she was only trying to help Ashley keep her man because apparently she can't satisfy him down in the bedroom. And I don't know why she said that, because Zane, being the little biatch that he is, responded for his wife. And he called Carly a biatch and told her she can't keep a man neither. And this sent Carly over. And let me just say this. This is why men should stay out of women's situations. Zane had zero reason to jump into this. Now you done went this far to calling a girl a bitch, and it would be well within every man's right over there to come over there and knock your socks off, little nigga. You see what I'm saying? This is why men shouldn't go back and forth and argue with women. Y'all got to stop this moving forward. And Carly better than me. See the moment Zane would have called me a bitch, I would have snatched Ashley up so fast just because I can't snatch him up. Girl, the way I would have grabbed that wig and pounded her face, girl. I'd have been hitting her for the ancestors, girl. I don't even know why. I would have been trying to pulverize Ashley with her little crazy tail self. So then Rennie restrained Carly and tried to calm her down. You know, Carly is still going through a divorce, fighting the case. Carly, Puerto Rico is still America, bitch. You can still catch charges. So please be careful or whatever the case may be. And Rennie gather her up and go fix and powder her face again. Now, Zane is over there telling Mama D what happened, and this is why I say Zane should have stayed out of it, because he coming out like a bitch. He over there telling Mama D that people sitting up there saying him and Ashley don't listen, but Carly didn't listen because she moved in the same neighborhood with Spice. What type of female tea gossip? Again, Zane, again. And Ashley, they the two worst additions to the show in history. I want to go out on a limb and say that. And I don't even know if that's true, but in my head right now, it's true. And in the midst of the bull, here these two come. 9 years, 9 years. Don't come in here with all of that. We got fights going on, people trying to save their own lives. We don't want to hear all that ugly ass shit talking about some 9 years, 9 years. Shut up. We don't want to hear it. Move around, little nigga. So now it's time for the performance, and like I told y'all, this was a backyard party that Scrap got everybody out there performing at, and he must have got these people to come for a free trip and do a free concert, because he got Selma Slims on stage, and I'm pretty sure literally nobody in the audience know what the hell she talking about. Then they had Erica Banks, her and Rennie got to do the bust it. And I love to see the two cheeks clap together, especially given the history where they was clapping milk glasses against each other's head. Shout out to Rennie and shout out to Erica Banks. That was a good reuniting, okay? Then we had Jock up there hollering, meet me in the trap. You know that's all he got. He gonna live that one down till he die. You know how it go. And Mama D pulled up to the stage. Now, this was a surprise for everybody. Mama D came out with Jock, and y'all know Jock wrote her hit song in that order. So Mama D came out there, I got my lashes, my nails, my purse, and my edges. Whatever she be saying, she came, did her thing, and then Skriznai went all the way back to the crunk Skriznai, Prince of the South. The only one we know, and he did our part, you could get crunk in the club. Roll with your hood, get stomped in the club. Girl, I was in here bucking. It was popping, but I ain't gonna lie, they had about 30 people in the audience, though. 20 of them was security and production. And look at Brittany in the audience dancing for her nigga with his music. You know, when I was younger, back in the days or whatever the case may be, I used to always imagine being like a rapper or an actor girlfriend or wife or something, and when they pan the camera on me, I look like this. So now Mama D goes meet up with Skriznai and Brittany because she wants to tell Scrappy that she did go meet up with Bam, baby mama number 2. She said, and she got to let him know before it come back to him. So Mama D let Scrappy and Brittany know that she's getting older now, and she don't believe that Scrappy's going to be able to take care of her, so she got to get in good with her grandkids. So what she decided to do was hit up baby mama number 2, the Bam, and they went and met up and seen if they could talk and get things together. Now, Scrap wasn't too fond of this, because Scrap feel like right now, baby mama number 2 is op number 1, and his mom is supposed to be on his side. It's not about you, dummy. She trying to have a relationship with her grandkids. You know, the children that you supposed to have a relationship with. And Brittany, why are you sitting in there looking like you can't hear what's going on? Open your ears. So anyway, Mama D was telling them that she's decided to talk to the Bam, and they started off on the good foot. She don't know how it's going to last, but at the end of the day, she got to have a good relationship with all of her grandchildren, because they hers. And you know what? I'm with Mama D. She's right. Then Mama D looked over to Jock and was like, so Jock, what's going on? I heard Mendices was out here by himself, and then I logged into Instagram, and for some odd reason, Yandy San Diego was the first one came up, and she in Greece somewhere with some nigga that's fine. Ooh, that nigga fine. And when I say fine, that nigga fine. Do you hear me? Want to see a picture? So she pulls out a picture to show it to Jock, and Jock couldn't believe it. Jock was like, damn, that nigga is fine. I mean, Yandy look good. Man, y'all seen this picture? Mama D ain't lying. She really is out there with another nigga. It look a Scrap. Let me see. So Scrap looked at it. It was like, ooh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This look bad for my boy Collateral, bro. He was like, but Collateral, I don't play with him like that, so I'm gonna let y'all handle that. I ain't gonna tell that man nothing. He said, but Mama D, you need to mind your business and leave them people alone. But y'all already know how Mama D is. Mama D ain't gonna mind no business, child. Mama D is here to start the mess. This is what we need. And Scrappy, you shut up and mind your business. So Mama D says she's going to confront Min DC about why his wife is in some sort of Grand Canyon with some sort of Greek god. Mama D says she's going to get to the bottom of it. And you know what? I got all trust in Mama D. And I know she's going to get to the bottom of it. She says she got Carly Red back. She going to get the tea. Now, Scrap don't like this. But again, he understands that even though she throw it off, even though she crazy, that it's still his mama. His mama is Mama D. Let's move on. So now Ashley and Zane are on the way to dinner, I believe it is. And Zane is saying that tonight is the night that he's going to pull. Who he pulling aside? Oh, 24 hours to tell him his old lady 3.5 be swizzling on that other dick. You feel what I'm saying? And Ashley was like, well, honey, I hope you're careful because even though you're skinnier than 24 hours, he can probably still beat you up. So please say it at a distance and make sure security's there. But I think everything will be fine as long as everybody keeps their cool. Now look at 24 and 3.5 sitting on the hammock, girl, tearing up them people tree branches and all of that. Get off them people stuff. 9 years. Anyway, she talking about she going out to do something and he going to dinner. How is y'all 9-year anniversary and y'all splitting ways? For some odd miracle reason, Collateral pulls up, him and, I forgot who it was, Jock, I think. But they pulled up trying to get away from the girls. They ended up over there anyway, and they gonna chill until after dinner, then go about their business. So Rennie looks at the other end of the table and she sees Selma Slim down there and was like, oh my God, it's you guys' anniversary. Congratulations, 9 years I heard. And she was like, yeah, 9 years. And Rennie's asking a few questions trying to get a little more acquainted with the situation. And my girl 3.5 is just excited and elated that her hair actually weighs more than her dress. She was like, you know what? Me and my husband been together for 9 years. It's been a rough, rocky rough road. But we still standing. And look at Collateral. Y'all got married young. What made you get married young? Did you regret it? Because I ain't gonna lie. I had a fake marriage on VH1 with Yandy, and I regretted it right after we did it. Even though it wasn't real, I still regretted it. You regret it? And Selma Slim was like, well, yeah, I regret it all the time. But at the end of the day, that nigga pay the bills. So it is what it is. I got to just stay married. Now, Jock jumps in because he feels like men don't have the same voice as women. And he has a point until he don't. What he's saying is men can't express themselves the same way women do. When women scream and yell and cry, they're passionate. But when men do, they being aggressive. He don't think that it's right. He feels like it's a double standard. And in a way, he's absolutely true. It is wrong and it is a double standard. But the double standard works both ways. Just like a man can be out sleeping with a whole bunch of women and not be classified as a whore to the society, it's the same thing with the double standard with women. It's certain things women can get away with that men can't, and vice versa. If you can get away with being a slut, then women can get away with being passionate. It is what it is. I believe the biggest problem here are men trying to compete with women, even if it's things like emotions. Men need to find them one woman that they love and care for, that they trust, and they can give their all to. And they need to cry, they can cry to. When they need to laugh, they can laugh to, and express all these emotions. It's not right, but it is what it is. That is the unfairness of society. So I just don't want to hear men cry about how they can't do things that women do. It's giving very bitch made tease to me. And I don't like it at all. Hell, even Collateral don't like it. Look at his face. Collateral was like, ew, equal rights with women? Psst, please. And this nigga over here crying, talking about men can't be emotional. Emotional? What you need emotions for when you got Collateral? Like, bro, get your life together. Now, Jock loses his cool because what Jock really want to say to Kendra, he can't. So he's telling it to these girls. He's going back and forth with Ashley because Ashley feels like him going on social media saying he wanted a divorce after bitching about his wife saying she wanted a divorce every 5 minutes was tit for tat. And she's right. It is tit for tat. But Jock doesn't see it that way. Jock feel like he should be able to do what he want. That's what I'm saying. Immatureness. And these are the people getting married. Child, please. Child, let's move on. So now we get to this dinner party and Scrappy confronts Carly about being on the opposite side. Apparently Scrappy feels like Carly picked a side with the Bam and didn't kind of hear his side out. And he was trying to express that to her and Mama D jumped in to help him. But Carly feels like that wasn't the case. She said that she wasn't just helping her for a girl. She was just doing her part. But you know, Scrappy don't want to hear none of that. I know he laughing with the Stevie J grin, but something about this makes me feel like Scrappy don't want to hear none of that. You did what you did. Keep it over there. So in a nutshell, Carly just was saying that she wanted Scrappy to respect the mother of his children. That's just what it is. And when Mama D tried to jump in and say that Scrappy need to respect women and the mother of the children and all that, Scrappy told her to shut up because her and her husband be in there windmilling with their head down Monday through Friday. And I said, there you go. So now Scrap turns to Spice and Spice says that she's leaving tomorrow because she has a show in London, a real show. I saw the shade. She said that she can't stick around. But remember, her homegirl is the one Zane be smashing on. And that's really why Ashley mad because Spice came back to the show and told us that Zane was over there dropping that Lapita bird off in London. Now, Mama D turns to Brittany, that's Scrappy's old lady, and tell her that she done got with all three of the baby mamas and she want to have a better relationship with them. And as the potential baby mama number 4, she want to know if Brittany is willing to help her gather up these sheeps like goddamn cattle and get them together so that she can have a relationship with her children. So she asked Brittany, she said, Brittany, what do you think? Are you going to help me rile these girls up? And Brittany said, of course, Mama D. I am in auditioning phase. I'm doing whatever it is you want me to do until I get pregnant for Scrappy and then be baby mama number 4 and put that nigga on child support. So I'm here for it. And you know what? This was a big relief for Mama D and for Scrappy because Scrappy thought it was going to go left. So then Mama D jumps from that to the Ashley and Zane and Spice situation because she says she want to get to the bottom of it and know why Spice want to beat the piss out of Zane and his wife. So Spice basically says that she don't have no smoke with nobody. She just felt some type of way about Zane jumping in her stuff. She said, especially when Zane is over there messing with her friend. She said at the end of the day, she came back and told what was really going on, and that's why Zane really mad. Now, Zane feel like that's not the truth. He said he don't mind Spice spilling tea, but just spill the true tea. But Zane, we don't believe nothing you say. Only Ashley do. So then Mama D decides to bring up the fact that she met up with Sierra to do a cooking event and now she jumping on 24 hours. Remember, she supposed to know 24 now. She said she had a cooking event with Sierra and Sierra told her that Selma Slim was over there messing with her husband's boyfriend / brother or something like that. So Spice was like, hold on, Mama D, hold on. Where's you coming from with this? How did we get to this? What is going on? And what do you mean Selma Slim be cheating on 24 hours? They got a new anniversary. They've been married 9 years. He be saying it every 5 minutes. So now Zane started to lose his mind because Zane was like, damn it, I was supposed to pull him to the side and tell him. So he's partially relieved because he don't have to worry about getting beat up by him. But then he's partially feel some type of way because that is his partner and it should have came from him. But Mama D don't care about none of that. Mama D want to know what's going on. Do Selma Slim hop on pogo sticks during the weekends? What's the tea? We need answers. I got people on speed dial, people on live, everybody waiting on the answer. What's tea? At first, 24 hours was trying to look around to see if people was really looking at him. And I'm saying, nigga, the storyline is about you now. I know you're not used to that, but nigga, we all looking at you. Where's your wife and do she hop on pogo sticks? Like, what we doing? Look at Mama D. Requiring minds, not inquiring. Requiring minds want to know, is you letting your wife hop on pogo sticks after dark? They say ain't nothing open but liquor stores and legs. Is your wife down there at the liquor stores with the legs open? Now that sent them over the board. Now he trying to stay calm. He's starting to realize he had been going around telling everybody who had ears that he's been married for 9 years. And the whole time it's been 9 niggas inside of his woman. So he trying to gather his thoughts together before he respond. And I mean, look at him. Bless his little heart. He seemed like he's sweet as pie. But if I'm being completely honest, y'all, if this was my husband, I would cheat on him too. I gotta say that part. And y'all know y'all a cheat too. You might not cheat consistently, but every once in a while, you'll look back at him and say, yeah, let me go cheat again. Y'all know I ain't lying. So now our boy 24 is losing his mind because he don't know who Zay is. He don't know who none of these people is. He feel like this is 9th anniversary and y'all waited till they made 9 years of marriage to come and tell him his wife was cheating, and then y'all don't want to tell him who she cheating with. He feels some type of way. Now Mama D was about to give him the tea on the boy name. She was like, who? What you need? Social security number? Birth certificates? What you need? I got all the tea. We want to know is what you gonna do about your wife hopping on pogo sticks. So Zane went to go jump up and help 24 and was like, come on, bro, don't do it. And look at 24. Nah, bro, don't hold me, bro. Nah, I'm trying to see who Zay is. I'm like, nigga, if Zay walked through the door, you will get pulverized. Don't ask for nobody. You ain't ready for that man. He done been locked up in prison, okay? So now Spice is trying to stop the melee that's going on. Scrappy is telling Mama D to calm down because this is all her fault. Mama D says she don't care because we getting to the bottom of it. Skrizz say it's supposed to be the best trip of our lives and somehow we always end up in turmoil. 24 hours trying to make sense of how his wife have time to cheat when he with her all 24 hours. He don't understand when and where does she find time to slip through the cracks and cheat. And I say probably when you doing your sleep apnea naps. So now out of pure shock, 24 hours started to metamorph into something else because he can't believe that they brought him all the way on TV on his 9th anniversary, on his first trip outside of the States, at least to him. And they gonna tell him that his wife is cheating on him. This is a lot for him. He had done unbuttoned his shirt, put his Rick Ross chest on, and he was ready to bang on it like doggone King Kong to find out who was drilling off in his wife. Now, Scrappy tried to calm him down for a few reasons. Number one, that's my mama, and I steal on you and put the paws on you if you play with Mama D. But number two, he want him to calm down and breathe and try to collect the information and see what he can do with it. But 24 hours done had enough. He ready to roll. So now Mama D comes over to the argument to try to get more clarity so they can get a better answer. And 24 hours has had enough of answering these questions because this is his 9th anniversary and he decides to retreat. And Scrappy tell Mama D to go lay down, as she should. Now, when they get to the hallway, 24 hours is going up on producers because he feels set up. Duh, welcome to the party. You're late, okay? And duh, you need to find out if your wife is cheating. That's the biggest deal. So 24 hours went to telling everybody in production they got 5 minutes to get all this equipment off of him. He don't want no microphones or nothing, Lord. He said he ready to go home. His trip is ruined. His 9th anniversary is no more good. They around here lying on his wife and she not here to defend herself. And I said, wait a minute, skirt. What you mean she not here to defend herself, nigga? You supposed to get up here and lie till your teeth turn blue and say she ain't sleeping with nobody. At least till you get home. Oh, man. But either way, man, 24 hours done threw the doggone microphone off of him, done ran out the scene, production running behind him. I thought Natalie threw a vape. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And while all that's going on, Selma Slim done put her freakum dress on trying to find another person to cheat on her husband with. And before she can get out the doggone van hollering, they call me no draws, she got a phone call from somebody saying, girl, they done dropped a dime and done put your tea in the streets. Girl, your husband know you was cheating. And she said, what? And girl, that's when the credit started rolling. And I'ma tell you this, and I'ma say this one time, bitch. Ain't nothing like that feeling of knowing that nigga know you done messed up. Ooh, it go down to the pit of your stomach, huh? Girl, make you feel like you want to throw up and shit at the same time. Either way, it's a scary feeling, y'all. Guard your grills and like the video. What y'all think about the episode? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes later, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.